Peace. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening on whatever podcast app you listen to this. I appreciate all the love, man. You know what I mean? Welcome to episode 375 of the Confidence in the Klutch podcast with Donald Nelson on the Confidence in the Klutch network. Click that bell for notification, new content when I drop. You know what it is, new media, energy up, health as well. We accountable over here, though. So it's all good, but I got my glasses on, man. You know what I'm saying? The future's so bright, I got to wear shades, man. But we fronting this hip-hop today, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got velour suits on. Like, man, this hip-hop, because we're going to jump right into it. Y'all know what I'm coming to talk about today. You know what I mean? It ain't been too much good hip-hop shit going on. We're going to get into this good hip-hop shit, and I know everybody got an opinion about the Drake and the Kendrick thing, so we only going to do it one way, the Confidence in the Klutch way. Strap in, let's talk about it. So we got to like that, right? We got to like that. We got the drop and give me 50. We got the champagne moments when Drake came through. When Rick Ross came through, had his little piece to say. We got tailor-made freestyle, right? We got another song on Future album with A$AP Rocky talking crazy about Drake and talking about I hate your baby mama first and all that. Is what it is. Nobody tripping. Tailor-made freestyle. We know that got taken down last week or whatever. KITK dropped Euphoria on Tuesday. His first song coming at everything. And then, ain't nobody busting down the raps. Y'all can go on YouTube for what everybody think about that shit. Yeah, it is what it is. It was bars. It was KITK. You know what I mean? And he was coming at Drake. So it was just to hear KITK rapping like that. Cruddy, and all the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like his regular shit, his West Coast, his KITK. And then, this is crazy. That was Tuesday. Then, if I'm not mistaken, Friday morning, 616 in LA drops another Kendrick song, right? With the chopped sample, is super fire. Man, Soundwave and one of Taylor Swift's producers co-produced the track. It's an old Al Green track, just how they took the technology, how we can AI technology with the sampler where you can stem separation, right? So they took the drums out and just let the drums be a track on the sample, and then they chopped up the Al Green vocals, and the shit sound fire, fam. When I say super fire, just respecting the producing of that and just chopping that up, man. When they got that one, man, woo, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, if the words is to find what you love and grind at it and do what you got to do, man, listen, that's what I wish. You know what I mean? I wish I like recording podcasts. I wish I could do this every day. I wish I could make beats every day. You know what I mean? I wish I can do that stuff. I like that, but I got to go get money. This don't pay me. Making beats don't pay me. But do I want it to pay me? Hell yeah. So I got to figure out how to keep on continuously getting better so I can grow and do what I need to do. But in the meantime, I love doing this shit, just making my craft stronger, if you ask me. It's a form of stress relief. Recording podcasts, making beats, all that, and playing the PlayStation 5. Of course, the ultimate thing is spending time with my children, family, loved ones, self-care, all that shit. But you know what it is. Anywho, all right? So that crack. Then on Friday, Drake dropped a Family Matters joint now. Man, that kid, man, that's just so fire, man. That's just fire. So then Drake drops the video with Family Matters, and that shit's so fire. He got three different beats in it. He got like three or four different flows in it. Oh my God. And he addressed everyone again. And he did it so well. Like man, that shit, man, he said so much. Ain't nobody breaking down the lyrics and like, ooh, y'all done heard the songs already. Y'all like what y'all like. The shit was fired up. You know what I mean? And on the third verse, he tried to ether KITK, right? He tried to just come at him just super hard and shit. Then 20 minutes later after that song dropped, 20 minutes later, KITK dropped another song, Meet the Grounds, where he addressing, because Drake crossed the line talking about Whitney and his son, right? So he said, fuck it. He got a song about with 4 verses. One of Drake's son, one of Drake's mother and father, one of Drake's alleged daughter that he don't claim, and then one of Drake, man, Meet the Grounds. That was produced by Alchemist. Like, man, what was Family Matters was produced, like it had like eight producers on there, but Boy Wonder was one of them. Like, man, and tacky, that shit was fire. But Meet the Grounds, this is where the shit turned street, right? This is where the shit turned street, because on these songs, right? On these 3 songs, on Euphoria, on Euphoria, Family Matters, 616 in LA, and then Meet the Grounds. But Drake made it turn street to a certain degree because KITK told that nigga, I'm extorting you every time you get off the airplane. So Drake had to say, nigga, every time I got off the airplane in LA, I went to Delilah's or wherever he had said he was. But you know what I'm saying? To me, when you say you got to check in that plane, you got to check in with some blood. We know what that means. So that's like, man, then on 616, KITK said, Drake got niggas sitting around him that wants him dead. On Family Matters, Drake said K-Dot in the real blood and doesn't bang. Like, oh, shit. Now we did the political shit. That's where Drake fucked up, fam. You can't be telling niggas they ain't blamed, they don't bang, they don't rep they set. That's West Coast shit. You cannot come in as an outsider trying to don't even get in the middle of that shit. That's a fucking no. Everybody know that shit. Don't do that. You can't say that shit, Drake. And that's that street shit. They don't Meet the Grounds. K-Dot set to play, and Drake possibly getting raided on the indictment on fucking with young girls, with sex offenders around, and all this other shit. Like, man, we done took it. Hey, we got personal on some shit. And some of the shit could be lies, some of the shit could be true, and all that shit. But Drake took the minivan from in the video, just fire, man. Just fire all the way around the board. Took the minivan from the cover of Good Kid, Mad City, and crushed it, you know what I mean? I was watching Academic and shit. Academic says the cover art for Kendrick shit is from Drake's pop suitcase and shit. That they got Drake's pop suitcase. How they get the suitcase? They got medicine in it. But and it's funny, later on we're gonna get into what Drake said about the suitcase. Fuck, we talking about it now. Drake said we knew they was gonna take his suitcase. How we know that? How you know they was gonna take your daddy's suitcase? And we planted things in there so that he can have it. Like, huh? I mean, there's pill bottles up in there. It's prescription for Drake and all this shit. They got bottle. He's like, you know, I placed the pill bottles in there to talk about Rick Ross taking the weight loss drug. Like, it's some crazy shit. I don't even understand what all that shit about, but I don't even get that piece. I don't get the whole, we set it up so you can take shit. I don't get we gave you information so you can use it against us because we know it's cap. Because we don't know that shit. When we hear this fire and we rolling with it. You know what I'm saying? We rolling with it, dog. So, you know what I'm saying? I was like, dog, at that point in time, I'm taking notes. Like, yo, hey, Academics, find the girl that they saying is Drake's. And he finds the girl that they were saying and shit. I'm like, oh, man, come on, B. Come on, B. What the fuck? How y'all doing this shit? Like, so, oh, shit. So, at this moment, Tuesday, K-Dot drops, right? Well, no, this is just from yesterday. Yesterday, yeah. So I was Friday, Saturday. I'm looking and shit. I'm in a text thread with my boys. Like, K-Dot drops, Drake drops, K-Dot drops again within 24 hours. And I appreciate it because what that meant to me is that rap is alive. You know what I'm saying? That's what that meant to me. And then he dropped Meet the Grams. When he dropped Meet the Grams, I'm like, nigga, this shit is over. No. When he dropped, it's so many songs, B. After Meet the Ground, then he dropped Not Like Us. Oh, man. When you hear that mustard on the beat, ho. That's one. That's 1, 1, 2, 3 on the keyboard on the beat machine. 1, 1, 2, 3. Do 1, 1, 2, 3. Like, man, that's, man. On the motherfucking Meet the Grams is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, it's man. Listen, man. Shit, man, it's hip hop, yo. Love this shit. I said it was over once he dropped that shit. Say OV ho and all this shit. Like, man, just you got to dance. I'm sure they got to dance. See motherfucking Deshaun Jackson, Crip walking to this shit. I know it's got some club and shit, and everybody saying OV. Oh man, dog. Shit, fucking with A minor, like y'all, man. Come on, man. Oh my God, B. It's too much going on. It's way too much going on, and I love it, man. Then on Sunday night, Drake drops the Heart Part 6. I'm like, oh, shit. He finna go crazy. Because I was waiting for a timestamp like Joe was saying. I'm waiting for a timestamp, but if you drop the Heart Part 6, you finna go crazy hard, right? Which is in the Kendrick's The Heart series. Kendrick got 5 of them, right? Drake on there talking about, I expect you to call me a pedophile. Huh? How you expect somebody to call you a pedophile? What they do that at, Drake? Can somebody help me out? How does, no, we ain't playing that game. How does he expect somebody to call him a pedophile? That's wild as fuck. To even say that, B, that means he heard some shit or saw some shit that can place you in the world of pedophilia. Motherfucker, like, I don't get that shit, Drake. Talking about that he had his team give K-Dot information about his fake daughter and K-Dot bit, huh? So you making raps about rumors we gave you, huh? I'm trying to understand that. What part of the game is that? What part of warfare is that? Because once again, we don't know none of that shit, Drake. So then when you do that, you confusing the listener right now. You apologizing for shit. He still talking about the same shit. Kendra's son is in his. You know what I'm saying? He keep on saying the same shit. He talking about the shit he's Whitney and he whooped her and all this shit. At this point, so much has been done with these two. We got 10 songs if we count like that, right? 10 songs, nigga, since like March. Last 2 months, month and a half, right? So shit, they down there got an album together right now, you know what I'm saying? And getting mad money off this shit. So K-Dot shit to me still is hitting harder than Drake's shit because it's the variety of different raps and rap styles and shit. Now I'm telling you, Family Matters cold in the motherfucker though. That song is cold. Like, that's super cold, but that one's super cold. K-Dot got multiples, right? Drake came off on that shit and he had to attack a lot of people, so I respect that. Me personally, due to all this shit, and if you listen to the Heart Part 6, and at the end, Drake, well, we know you got like 10 songs coming and all this shit. We gave you information, nigga. You bid on it, man. I'm tired, man. I'm finna go on vacation. Nigga, if that's how you gonna bow out, but if you gonna bow out, you supposed to come with some super dope hard ass shit, Drake. So that's what I'm like, damn. Excuse me. I wanted him to come with some super dope hard shit, but he didn't. So if he out right now, thanks, Drake. It was a great battle. But you spent this song 5 minutes saying the same shit you've already said, and now you're defending yourself about you ain't a pedophile. So it's over, G. If you think you had to come on a rap song to defend yourself about a pedophile shit, out of all the shit, you ain't got to, nigga, this rap. So that's kind of questionable. You ain't got to defend yourself to that, nigga. You just shut the fuck up and let that shit slide over there. But defending yourself? Hell no. Remember, Kendrick called Drake a liar and master manipulator. So now you out here defending yourself saying you gave me information saying all this shit. To the point that Drake is saying he lied and manipulated Kendrick. The fuck is up with that shit, man? So I believe this shit is over now. I believe it's over. We've never seen nothing like this in hip hop with the frequency of a song. You got Tuesday, K-Dot. You got Friday, K-Dot. You got Friday, Drake. You got Friday, K-Dot. You got Saturday, K-Dot. You got Sunday, Drake. So we talking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 days, 7 songs, man. It's over with. It's over with, but man, what a great week, man. What a great week for hip hop. Shout out to technology, because cats can record whenever. And Kendrick had that shit in the tuck, though. Some of that shit, he didn't do Meet the Grams in 20 minutes. He might have been working on it, and after Drake released this shit, I was going to release this anyway, nigga. But shout out to technology to allow them to drop so fast. They can record that shit right here. You know what I mean? Shout out to both for producing. Shout out to Kendrick and Lamar. Shout out to Kendrick and Lamar. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar and Drake for producing a great moment in hip hop. We're gonna remember this. I made me playlist. I got all the artwork. It's in my Apple shit. It's on my Samsung phone, but the Apple shit got all the proper artwork in it and all that. You know what I mean? So my playlist is solidified. I even took the shit from Ice, from Joe Budden podcast for Taylor Made Freestyle when he had all three of their faces together. That's a dope ass artwork. I got that one for Taylor Made Freestyle. Extra shout out to Drake for having to defend himself against a crew of motherfuckers. He pissed somebody off, but be able to stand up and KITK to accept the challenge, and KITK really came at him like he ain't even like Rick Ross. He did what he had to do, but we knew this shit was always about KITK and Drake. That's why once J. Cole knew what it was and knew that both of them was finna go postal on each other, he had to bow out because he wasn't even involved in this shit. Extra shout out to Kendrick for being fucking relentless, just dropping, and coming at him and doing all types of creative shit too. All the beats were fire. All the flows was fire, man. So shout out, gentlemen. Y'all did something great for hip hop, man. I salute y'all. Thank you. Well done, man. Let me know in the comments, man. Let me know in the comments. Witty motherfuckers. I love them niggas, man. All right, we done front. I can take these off then. I'm done front. That's my hip hop segment, man. You see my eyes, baby. All right, let's go. Hip hop week. Hip hop week. NBA, man. Let's talk about a few things, man. Where we at? We right here. Let me see where we at. We right here. All right, let's do it. Oh man. This new NBA media rights deal is gonna fuck up some shit, man. Fuck up a lot of things that we love, man. It's looking like TNT will be out of the new NBA media rights deal. Reportedly, networks are willing to pay double what networks are currently playing. We got NBC, who has reportedly want to jump back in the game, offer the NBA $2.5 billion. Warner Brothers Discovery, which is the parent company of TNT, is currently paying $1.2 billion. And yo, they doubled that shit. So now TNT and them, they got a Warner Brothers Discovery. If they ain't match that, because they have the right to match it, according to Charles Buckley. They have the right to match it in the initial stage of the shit. Listen, we can't lose inside the NBA. Chuck on the Dan Patrick show said Ernie is staying regardless, because Ernie do other shit, other sports, so he's staying regardless. And they never got word that they have a deal during the early renegotiation process, which Chuck said this is the first time that has happened, man. That is not looking or sounding good for the NBA on TNT, man. And man, that announced all the announcing teams and come on, man. Ernie, Kenny, Barkley, Shaq, man, we gotta have them. So if Warner Brothers Discovery doesn't pay up, it's over, y'all. Y'all know that, man. Then listen, nah, B, somebody gotta, man. No, man. Because Chuck, Kenny, and Shaq can't go to another network without Ernie. It ain't the same, fam. Yeah, I mean, and if Chuck and Kenny decide to go to another network, what does that do for the NCAA shit that they do with Ernie? Man, this would be a major shakeup to the culture of basketball, because nobody does it like inside the NBA. You can't cancel this. Like, even when we know Ernie like 60 something, it's gonna be time for him to step up. But we had Adam Lefkoe, and it's gonna be an adjustment to whatever it's gonna be. They might even through Candace Parker and Adam Lefkoe. See, we don't know what could have happened, but what I'm saying is, it's too much going on, man. This is an institution, man. We cannot lose inside the NBA, man. It's bullshit, yo. Moving on. Lakers, they fired Darvin Ham, like, for what? Boo, bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm down there finna, you know what? I got something for y'all motherfuckers. Hey, man, we firing Darvin Ham for what? He was 90 and 74, and I'm a Laker fan. I had a pair of Magics back in the day. 90 and 74. 9 and 12 in the playoffs. He made the Western Conference Finals last year in his first season, right? He inherited the team with Russell Westbrook and all the instability and all this other shit. They lost to the first round in 24, both to the Nuggets. Last year, the best team in last season who eventually won the chip, to this year, the defending champions first round. They played the Nuggets the best out of anyone last year, and this year, except for Minnesota, bust that ass on Saturday. He won the inaugural in-season tournament. The Lakers, he didn't create the motherfucking roster. He couldn't gauge for injuries for certain motherfuckers on his team, and he couldn't do what he needed to do as a coach. How is that his fault? Yo, it's my man. It's my man right here, right? I got it. I had to have one of these because, you know what I mean? This is my man right here. And I had to have one of these because this is the one he wanted to chip in with the Lakers. Got to put this in the frame, right? I'm a Laker fan. When I say I'm a Laker fan, I'm a Laker fan, right? Throw that shit on the floor. Yo, I love Brian. This is Brian Knife coaching 21 years, 4th and 7 years as a Lakers. Brian, some of this shit is on you, B. We want to fire Darvin Ham. No, we can't fire Darvin Ham, y'all. Darvin good people, man. Come on, man. This is the 9th coach Brian had in 21 years, and 3rd as a Laker going to your 4th. Not a good look, Brian. We can't have this, Brian, on your resume. And they released the entire coaching staff. No more Phil Handy, none of that shit. This ain't Darvin's fault, though, fam. The team, due to injuries, was not good enough to earn a higher seed in the Western Conference and beat the Nuggets in 2 series. That's it. It was health. It was health-related, fam. AD balled out this year, man. That's bullshit, man. I ain't gonna renounce my Lakers shit. I ain't gonna renounce my Lakers shit, though, y'all. But come on, B. Come on, B, now. Man, I'm highly upset. And it's a brother. Y'all know, black first, man. I'm black first, B. I don't like that shit. I don't give a fuck who they get to bring up in there. If it ain't Ty Lue, Phil Handy, or Mark Jackson, I ain't fucking with it. And that's on gang. But Darvin Ham, come on back. Doc Rivers should have a spot for him. Doc Rivers, make him your number 2. And Darvin Ham, come on back to the Bucks and fix our defense, because that's the reason our defense been sucking, because Darvin Ham been gone these 2 years. How about that? All right, Darvin, much love. And don't take it to the head, cuz you be straight. Now, should Team USA be about the country or the player? That's what I want to have a conversation with y'all about. Reason being, I say they should be, they're going to say they're going to be about the, they say they should be about the country and what we're trying to do to put the best team out here. I'm saying they should be about the player. We're not the juggernaut we once were, right? However, we are deep enough with American-born players to hold it down to a certain degree. Like Embiid should be a fucking no. Yeah, you know what I mean? And if Paolo wasn't in that group, throw Paolo up in there. Kawhi's a fucking no. We replace him with Kyrie. Like, and there's somebody else that don't need to play. Who else I need to play? Oh, we already know, like Ant-Man and them. You know what I mean? Like, whoever go deep in the playoffs, they minutes got to be, like, low, because we don't want them motherfuckers getting hurt in the regular season. We know they don't get paid for this shit. It's just sponsorships and endorsements, and it's a great thing. And it's in Paris, France. Y'all know what time it is, man. But we looking at KD, Booker, Curry, Bron, Kawhi. That's five out of the 12 they gonna have. That them motherfuckers out the playoffs. Like, and it's cool, but there's some young cats out here. I'm telling you, we're gonna need that youth movement, y'all. We need that youth movement. We definitely, Embiid and Kawhi definitely can't play, y'all. I understand they want to play, but they can't play due to the injury shit, man. That shit just don't make no sense for them. You know what I mean? They can't be out there just holding up a spot either, man. Before we get into these playoff series, man, Pat Riley, my man Pat Riley don't give a fuck, B. So he had his presser, end of the season presser today, talking about, you know, Jimmy Butler, you know, he moves the needle for our team and shit, and he needs to change things and all that shit, because it ain't working the way it used to work, like we needed to work for him and all that shit, you know. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, he talking crazy and texting. You know what I'm saying? He's saying if he would have been out there, they would have won. And you know what I'm saying? Don't let us get one and all this shit. When he ain't playing, he needs to keep his mouth shut. Pat Riley said, you need to shut the fuck up, B. You ain't playing. We ain't doing all that talking. That's disrespecting the teams we playing. That's disrespecting Boston, New York, or whatever. Talking about if you would have played, we would have won. Man, come on, man. They bust our ass, G. What part of the game is that? Pat Riley, old school. Come on, man, Tyler Hero, you know what I'm saying? He a little fragile, man. You know what I'm saying? What? He played like 42 games this year and shit, man. You know, when he can play 72 to 82 games, though, then he'll surprise us. Damn, Pat. Speak your truth then, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Speak your truth, Pat Riley. Man, shit. Now, they both gonna be gone. I mean, if they got anything to say to Riles, we know that already. But Riley was right, though. Like, all that talking and you ain't hooping, like, nigga, no, shut up. And, yeah, Hero, he works hard than a bitch, man, but he fragile than a bitch, man. Dog got to get tougher, stronger, whatever the fuck you got to do, eat better, bulk up, whatever you got to do because, shit, we need that man to play 72 to 82, shit, especially for the money we giving him, man. Let me know in the comments, man. Let me know in the motherfucking comments, man. All right, yo. Now we into our playoff series, man. Let's get it. Last week, the aforementioned Heat, like, you know what I'm saying? What would the Heat do now, right? With them being out of the playoffs and shit. The Celtics, they get the the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? So we know what that's gonna do. That's tomorrow. But what's next for the Heat with all this shit that's going on? They was in the play-in tournament for the second straight season. They ain't had no Jimmy or Terry Rozier for the series. Is it time to blow it up, right? We got Caleb Martin, Kevin Love. They got player options for this year. Jimmy got a player option. Rozier got a team option the next year in 25. Bam was an unrestricted free agent in 26. So it's like the shit gonna get blown up anyway because Jimmy probably gonna be like, yo, I ain't gonna resign in. He gonna take that plea PO unless they plan on giving him an extension. That extension gonna come with a conversation, nigga. We ain't paying you all that. So you take your PO, we ball out, we do what we do. If not, shit, we might trade you to get some shit for Bam. Everyone is a trade. Everybody is tradable except for Bam. We know that already, right? But he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. So we got to give him at least 1 year with the new help if that's what we're going to do. And the final year, if they're not competing, in 26, trade Bam before he leaves. If he doesn't sign an extension, trade his ass. Because they got to get younger too, like everybody got to get younger. Now, I would keep Hero off the untradeable list, but he's injury prone, just like motherfucking Pat Riley said. So, you know what? Nigga, you got to go too. So, like, for real, if we going to do it, we going to do it, man, for real. The Cavs and the Magic, Game 5, the Cavs win. Game 6, the Magic win, despite Mitchell's 50 points. Game 7, the Cavs win, despite being down 24 points, you know what I'm saying, and shit. Mitchell had 37 and 9, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, he scored 17 in the third quarter. You know what I mean? But yeah, they were down, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. So next for the Cavs, they got to figure out what they're going to do with Boston. Next for the Magic, they just got to get better. They got a max spot opening up and shit. So they talking that Paul George shit, what they going to trade for Donovan Mitchell, what they going to do, who they going to grab. The younger Wagner, what are you going to do? So the Magic, they got to figure it out for the Magic, what they going to do. They got a good coach, in a good situation. They're young as fuck, but they need a vet. That's what they need. They need a vet. Paolo was looking tired out there yesterday. They need a vet, baby. They need a vet. All right. We know the Knicks and the Sixers. That was a great series, I believe. They said it was a difference in 2 points as far as points scored in the whole series. So we know that Game 5 win by the Sixers. There was a lot of shit going on with that, but Brunson had 40 and 6, but Maxey had 46 and 9. You know what I mean? He had 22 points in the fourth quarter OT. Man, you can't get mad at that shit. You know, but there's a lot of stupid shit. Mitchell Robinson jumping in the air and shit for the foul and shit, and Jalen Brunson jumping passing because he was trying to get his shit blocked, and Hartenstein left and shit and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just stupid ass fouls, 4-point plays, all type of shit though. But Game 6. And Knicks won that bitch 118 and 115, and they led by as much as 22 in the first quarter. Sixers took the lead in the second quarter, outscoring the Knicks 32 to 15 for a halftime lead and all that shit. But, you know, the last 2 minutes, a classic of that game. Maxey with the tough layup, Embiid with the turnaround, Brunson with the tough and one. You know what I'm saying? Maxey with the and one, Hart with the top of the key, Trey with 24 seconds left. We got Embiid scoring on the other end, and DiVincenzo gets fouled with 11 seconds left, and the Knicks was up 1. Embiid fouled out. He hits both, you know what I mean, on that foul. Damn. It was a 3-point game. Maxey fouled, makes both. Now it's a 1-point game with 10 seconds left. Brunson fouled, and it's a 3-point game again. And then it was over. I love the post game of that. When Chuck told Brunson, Kenny changed his pocket square at halftime from orange and shit. That was funny as fuck. But Brunson had 41 and 12 assists. Dante had 23, 7 assists. OG had 19. Hart had 16. Hart is the heart and soul of the shit. He the heart and soul of the team. And B had 39 and 13. Buddy Hield had 20 points. He had 17 at halftime, though. Like, how you get 3 more points the rest of the game, man? What type of shit is that, Nick Nurse? Maxey only had 17. They was at his ass. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And Tobias Harris at 0 points on 2 field goals. Next for the Knicks, the Pacers. Next for Philly, the process is over. Maxey is a restricted free agent. You know they're going to extend him, max him the fuck out. Tobias, Lowry, Kelly Oubre, and Hill are all unrestricted free agents this summer. They need to keep 2 out of them 4. And I'm keeping Oubre and Hill. And if Lowry want to, you know what I mean? Lowry ain't going to get paid the money he was getting paid. But if Lowry want to stay, he can stay. Tobias, we're going to let him walk. You know what I'm saying? When we re-sign Maxey and give him max money, we're going to get him another wing. We can't do the if Embiid wasn't injured shit. Like, nah. We got to understand he's always injured. So Sixers have a max spot this summer. So PG could fit in perfectly. Remember, PG going to his 15th, 16th year next year. So we got to rock that. This motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? We got to watch trying to get all these old cats. We can ride Embiid's contract out, and that's it. However, I do agree with Stephen A. Smith that they have to build around Maxey and not Embiid, per se, because it's easier to adjust building around Maxey than it is when Embiid is hurt and gone all the damn time, right? And it would future-proof the Sixers. So build around what Maxey needs. If it's that pick and roll with a big, we got to get another big. You know what I mean? For when Embiid is out, that Maxey can do his thing. But Maxey needs another wing with him because Tobias Harris ain't do what he do. And can we expect Kelly Oubre to be a 20-8 player if you get them shots? I'm wondering. Man, I be hurt. Brandon Ingram would be a nice spot for Philly. Yo. Think about that shit. I like that. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that Brandon Ingram shit. All right. Boom. All right. We got the Bucks. Man, motherfuckers. They out. You know what I mean? So, I didn't understand the game 5. Malik Beasley and shit twisting and shaking after he hitting the 3 and shit. I don't understand, but, you know, it is what it is. They ran the Pacers off the floor that game without Dame and without Giannis and shit. But, you know, I love the Milwaukee Pride in that game. No let up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking this fast pace, no defense, Pacers catching up to them. And all that Doc don't make adjustment shit is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because what did you call it then in this game? Middleton and Portis both had 29. I'm like, shit. And then Doc was like, you know, Dame and Giannis very, very close to coming back and shit. Like, yo. I'm like, okay. But close is not healthy, motherfucker shit. You know what I'm saying? For me. So I'm thinking, I thought they was going to be able to pull that bitch out and come back home for a game 7, and they couldn't, though. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, man, yo, we should have won game 4 without them both anyway. Right? And I was thinking, if we bring in Dame and Giannis when we have momentum, that might fuck up what we're doing. And it didn't matter because game 6, the Pacers won 120-98. You know what I mean? Obi Toppin had 28. TJ McConnell had 20. Like, huh? Siakam had 19. Halliburton 17. Lillard had 28. Portis 20. Lopez 20. Chris 14. Listen, the Bucks let the others have career-ending closeout games on us, man. Like, that's crazy as fuck. I hear Doc talking at the 2 best players on any team. You take them out, how they ain't expected to win. I hear him. That's why we can't be mad at Doc. He tried. The guys played hard. We give them that. But the Pacers were 9-3, including the playoffs versus the Bucks this season. And we got to talk about that Pat Bev shit, man. Hey, yo, G. Y'all got security right there by the bench, right, with the police. If they not listening to y'all, you know what I mean? You go get somebody from y'all motherfucking front office to go over somewhere, right? And get that shit taken care of. And then you missed the motherfucking hit the lady in the head with the fucking ball, man. Like, we already know lawsuits is coming. We know suspension is coming. Right? I don't like how I made it look like he ain't got no self-control. Come on, Pat Bear. But I understand he said they asked the fans to chill and shit. Nothing happened during the game, so it is what it is. ESPN producer asked Pat Bev a question. He talking about you ain't subscribed for me. She said no, like, well, you can't talk to me. Like, it's cute and funny to start the fucking shit off, but you can't say, motherfucker, you don't, because you got a media obligation that in order to talk to me, you got to be a subscriber to my podcast and shit. But it's funny because how would he know? You got to show me on your phone you subscribe. So, I mean, it could be tongue in cheek, but, and then he's like, you can't interview me and get your mic away from me and all that shit. At first I thought it was funny, but I'm like, hold on, man, that's a woman, man, up in there, and I'm sure she felt embarrassed. I'm sure her colleagues felt embarrassed because they didn't know what to do. You just threw a basketball to the motherfucking woman head, so I don't think nobody's going to check you about your shit in the locker room, Pat Bev. So, but the woman said he called and apologized to her and all that shit. Now, I wonder if it was a man, would he call and apologize? That's what I want to know, y'all. That's what I want to know. Next for the Bucks. Doc was 19 and 22. Griffin was 30 and 12. You do the math. You do the math. We had 3 head coaches within a year, right? Coach Bud, Griffin, and Doc within a year. I ain't looking too good on Giannis, baby. I ain't looking too good, man. We're chasing some shit. We're not healthy. We healthy. We know what we can do. But we trying to chase some shit and not recognize we're not healthy. You motherfucker. If we ain't healthy, we can't run at motherfuckers the way we used to run at them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just a little bit lost, but we got to get it together. We got to get it together. Fuck. I'm not salty at the Bucks, man, right now. We got to get younger. We got to get younger. That's it. We got to get young. Once again, will you trade your best on-ball defender and wing defender? You trade your second best on-ball defender and wing defender. What you expect to happen with our defense? All right, out west. The Clippers and the Mavericks. Game 5, PG and Harden were the difference in the loss, 22 points combined. Game 6, Kyrie had 2 points, then he scored 28 points in the second half. How in the fuck do the Clippers let that happen? You know what I'm saying? PJ can't hold Kai anyway. I don't know why the fuck they try to have him hold him. Harden can't hold him. Coming out of the half, Kai and Luka went on a tear. They was hitting plenty trades and shit. You know what I'm saying? They led by as much as 20 in the second half. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie is 13-0 when his team is in a closeout game situation. I mean, he's averaging 20 points in the second half in 6 games against the Clippers in the series, shooting 60% from the field, 53% from Trey. Average 26.5 a series. I need to give me one of them black Dallas Kyrie shirts. It is what it is. He had 30 and 6. Luka had 28, 7, and 13. PG had 18, 11. Harden had 16, 13, and 7. Now, next for the Mavs, OKC tonight. I can't wait. Do they play tonight? Do the Mavs and OKC play tonight? I gotta check that. Let me see. Do the Mavs and OKC? I know the Knicks play tonight, don't they? Hold up. It's Monday, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Pacers, Knicks, Timberwolves, Nuggets. Oh, they play tomorrow. Oh, yeah, that's that. Okay, then. Game 1. Okay, then. Yeah. Oh, that shit game come on at 6:30. Shit, I got to hurry up. It's 6:26, man. Hey, yo. Let me see where I'm at, man. All right, next for the Clippers, man. They get the new arena, the Intuit Dome, right? Kawhi signed his extension already, a 3-year for $153 million in January. So we got to wait and see what PG, Harden, and Westbrook do. PG has a $48.8 million player option. Man, PG, unless somebody going to break the bank and max you out, you got to take that. He's extension eligible until June 30th. Harden is an unrestricted free agent. Clips are trying to extend Ty Lue, who has 2 years left on his contract and shit. They know the Lakers going to want him. So, you know the Lakers are going to try to trade for him. Like, we'll trade y'all for him, fam. Game 1, Western Conference semifinals, man. The Nuggets and the Timberwolves. We had Jokic, you know what I mean? Man, in the regular season, averaged 33.5 on them. Average 26 for the Timberwolves. The Wolves win that game 106-99. First of all, I got the Timberwolves in 6. Wolves win 106-99. Nuggets was winning 44-40 at half. Edwards had 25 and 4 at half. Rest of the team had 15. Jokic had 15, 4 and 5. Porter 14 and 3. Man, Rudy is going to have a hard fucking time holding Jokic if Katt keep getting his ass in foul trouble, fam. When Katt is there, we can send Katt over there to help with Jokic, and then it's all good. When he's not, it's a problem. And Katt can't only shoot threes and had 9 points at half on 3 of 6 3-point field goals. You know what I mean? Then he came back and had a better second half, but it is what it is. Points in the paint, 22 each a half is what it is. Now, going into the second half, T. Woods led by as much as 14, Nuggets 6. Woods started out with a 9-3 run in the third quarter, gave them the lead with 73-71. So we can't, there's no way in hell we hit a 3 to go down 4 and we let Ant-Man go through 4 defenders for a layup after you the Nuggets, nigga. That can't happen, fam. It was a lack of focus, man. Then Gordon comes down and take a crazy-ass tray at the end of the game. All that shit was at the end of the game. Anthony Edwards was mic'd up. Like, he's a really good guy listening to him and shit like that, but talking and learning, he had 43. You know what I mean? 43, 7, and 2. That's all that fucking matters. It don't matter what Jokic did. Ant-Man had 43, 7, and 2. So Gordon, we know Murray can't hold him. Motherfucking KCP, they can't hold this man. He ain't gonna be able to go for 43 each game. They won by 7, but we got to get a better game in Katt without him fighting, getting in foul trouble. And then we could do what we need to do. Rebounds, Minnesota won 47-39. Offensive rebounds, Minnesota won. Second chance points, Minnesota won. Points in the paint, Minnesota won 52-42. Bench points, Minnesota won 23-15. And that's why Denver lost that game. Turnovers, Denver won. Points off turnovers, Denver won. So that's where we at, man. I can't wait till tonight. Thunder Mavericks. I got Mavs. Man, I got Mavs in 6. Timberwolves in 6. Mavs in 6. Eastern Conference Finals. Knicks Pacers. I got the Knicks in 7. I got the Knicks in 7. And Celtics Cavs. That gentleman sweep, man. Celtics in 5, man. Celtics in 5. Now, if no Porzingis, 6. Right? Let me make a note of that. No Porzingis, I got the Celtics at 6, man. All right, y'all. Let me know in the comments, baby. All right. WNBA news. Just a couple things that jumped out to me last week, man. BG. What BG do? BG can't drag Charelle into this, saying she usually packs her bag by dumping it out, and she didn't dump your bag out when BG got caught with the vape cartridges and shit. However, you were saying it was Valentine's Day and you wanted to give her a break. Nah, nah, B, we can't do that. But BG and Charelle, that's a team play right there to take some of this, so I get it or whatever. WNBA preseason is here. It's funny because the Las Vegas Aces only got one game that's showing up on the WNBA preseason schedule. But Caitlin Clark went to Dallas, sold out the motherfucking arena. She ain't cooled off yet. 21 in her debut, hitting 5 trays. This is not a great time for the W, right? I mean, this is a great time for the W. The players are going to have to jump on board, and it's time for you to ball and bubble. Dallas posted, "Welcome to the league," with a highlight of Clark getting her shot blocked. That's tacky, because if Enrique don't hit that shot, y'all might have lost that game. Would y'all still have done that? Y'all won 79-76. You know what I'm saying? And sold out arena to see Clark's debut in preseason. Fuck out of here. That's tacky. You can't stop the sun from shining. Like, all that Caitlin Clark hate, I ain't with that shit now. I don't give a fuck if I'm black, she white. See, if we can't make it a race thing, the girl can play some fucking basketball. See, I got to freeze all that hate shit. Like, she got it right now, B. She don't walk around with that arrogance talking shit to y'all. Let me hear her mic'd up saying, "Fuck you hoes," or something like that. You bitches can't hold me. I mean, it is what it is, but that's cockiness. That's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's on you. Stop her then. Cause she was out there, like they said, motherfucker, y'all got her getting her shit blocked, but y'all ain't have her when she was dragging motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Dragging motherfuckers. And she was dragging a motherfucking elite defender. Fuck out of here, B. All right. Yo. Let me tell you how the fucking story go. You already know that they don't want to play with me. Play a motherfucker, come here. There you go. All right, quick ones. Watch the Canelo fight. He won again. You know what I'm saying? It's his time. It's time for him, though. We need to get some of these real fights in, because he said, I can do what I want to do. And I can fight who the fuck I want to fight if the money right. Well, motherfucker, get the money right then. Make these motherfuckers pay you because we want the Benavidez fight and the other cat fight. That's it. Make the money right. You make the money right, Canelo. You make the money right. You make the money right. You always the A side. Go ahead and get that money. Get this guaranteed shit and get your shit right. We need to see you, though. It was a cool fight, though. Canelo had too much power for Lil Dog, though. But Lil Dog stood up and was up in there, but Canelo got just too much power. Waka. He ain't throwing that many punches, but when he catch your ass, waka. So Dog had a chin. And we watched the Katt Williams special woke folk. Funny, especially with the shit when he was talking about what he was talking about, and that shit would show up on the screen. That shit was funny as hell, man. I like that shit. But when he said the transgender, y'all niggas would thought that shit was fake news, right? No, the transgender athlete that was that hurt girls that he said in the thing. We Googled that shit, dog. Yeah, that shit is real shit, man. I mean, he was ripping the shit and throwing motherfuckers down on the ground. Man, dog, yeah, man. That would never be cool, B. That would never be cool, B. Like, man, so, oh, man. They had Sylvia Hatchell, old North Carolina women's coach and shit. She was on there because, you know, that was like a heavy far-right Republican News One type shit coverage of the shit. So, you know, they just poured all types of gasoline on the shit, man, but nah, I don't think that shit ain't gonna fly. That shit was, woo. When you see it, what he was doing, man, that shit dangerous than a bitch, man. All right, Joe. Yeah, let's get up out of here, man. Thank you for staying in. Thank you for staying locked in with me, man, on this long-ass pod, man. It's Confidence together, man. It's Klutch together. Support your own, man. Listen to Follow the Network on various platforms, confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com, and wherever you listen to your podcast. Subscribe on YouTube. The bell for notification, new content when I drop. Search Confidence in the Klutch. Follow, share, rate, and review is important. Follow us on X and Instagram at KITK. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Klutch. I don't even post on Instagram. Hey, shout out to Breland. That's my homeboy's son. It's my nephew. He was like, you don't be on TikTok? I'm like, man, y'all gonna make me do a TikTok. It is what it is. I'll get on TikTok once I start doing my shorts, like the shit that I say that's super slick and shit, and I'll put them little clips up. Once I start clipping my shit up, if I had the fucking time to do it, but I got to sacrifice to do that, the other shit, and I got my mental health and self-care as well, so, but I should have enough time to click those little pieces and put them out there, man. Yo, weekly, Donald Nelson, D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezus, Deezos, Don P, Don D, Little D, Donrilla, Digger. Host Confidence in the Klutch podcast with Donald Nelson, and Confidence in the Klutch podcast about sports, entertainment, music, culture, religion, politics, and society. Have a safe and healthy night. If you listen during the daytime, credit grade down on purpose, man. Self-care, take care of your loved ones. Stay on your children's ass for the shit they supposed to do, because that's the only way they're going to get greater. You ain't got to yell at them. You ain't got to cuss them out, but you got to stay on their ass so they understand what they need to do. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the Klutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the Klutch.
Confidence in the Klutch.